I never have rested on my laurels because that's not what designers do. You always have to best yourself over and over and over again. My name is Natalija Walbridge, and I'm the designer and artist and entrepreneur behind Dock 5, a home-based studio business formerly focused on making canvas bags with my artwork and now focused on making masks with my artwork. What I say to myself is it's striving towards excellence. So whatever I did, this is good, how can I make it better? This is living the life in that I've converted basically 95% of my living space into a full-time workspace. And the freedom to do that of like just deciding that what I need most in my life is a creative space to work. I need certain tools, like even a table is a tool. I need light, I need the feeling of positive vibes in the air to keep me inspired and keep me happy. When I started Dock 5, I really wanted to be about functional things, things that are durable, things that are built with lasting quality, not throwaway fashion that is used for a season and tossed. So I felt like bags was an item that people would use for years at a time rather than just a season at a time. And of course, knowing that there's a lot of great bags out in the world that are also good quality, the way that I set my bags apart is with the original artwork. And that's part of the inspiration for my whole studio here, which is truly unique to be both a sewing studio as well as a printing studio. Now in this time of COVID, I'm more grateful than ever. I've always been happy here, but I think in recent months I've been had even more of a sense of gratitude in a daily way, that I've got beautiful nature outside my back door, that I've got all these beautiful fabrics and colors and things to keep me visually inspired, and I've got all the tools I need to keep producing. The idea for change came like literally overnight. So back in March, I was in the process of in production, making bags, getting ready for the American Craft Show, which is a very well-known show in St. Paul. I was really in the finish line of getting all my bags ready, and the day that the CDC updated the recommendations to say that yes, everybody should be wearing masks, even if it's a fabric mask. So I set aside the bags and I immediately started making masks out of basically cutting up my bandanas to make into masks. And I knew right from the start that it didn't make sense to make masks to sell. I thought about, should I donate and sell or do some kind of pay it forward? If you buy this thing, it'll help support the donated ones. But none of that made any sense to me because I felt such urgency. I almost couldn't sleep at night. I felt like I was compelled to do this, to do as much as I could. And I thought of it really from day one as sewing to save lives. And especially in those early days, and I spent the first few months full-time of the pandemic only donating. I had people begging me to buy them, and I'm like, no, you must wait because these people need it more. Once we got past the emergency situation, and especially as more PPE became available for healthcare workers in particular, I knew then I could turn to making more masks to sell. And that had been my intention because I want to stay in business on a personal level. That's also my goal. If we all need this new accessory in our lives, I want to do the best I can to make something that actually works for what you need. So it really became my mission to do two things. One, to make a mask or a face cover that was actually going to deliver on the best possible function that I could make. So it's about having the right fabric. It's about having the right fit of the mask. So those pleated masks are easier to sew, but they often, for one, move around more when you're talking or fall off. But also you don't want to have any gapping at the sides or even at the bottom. And I'm using a metal piece that really helps the mask sit down along the sides of your nose. You'll notice when I'm talking, my mask is moving in and out. Took me a little while to get used to that at the beginning, but that's actually a good thing because that means all the air coming and going is going through the fabric and not out the edges of the mask. Knowing when I get out of bed every day and whatever hard work I put into that day that I am actually making a difference. One mask at a time, one person at a time is building and building and building to bring something positive, to bring some help. The ability to pivot into making something that is so useful and so needed and have that path be so obvious and so compelling to me, it has motivated me in a way that I have never felt in my life. I've always enjoyed my work. I'm lucky my whole life I've been able to find ways to both be creative and a professional at the same time. I feel like all the things I've learned, both as an artist, as a seamstress, as a business person, what I've learned from marketing, the fact that I already have a studio and I'm already able to work from home, all of those things I didn't even know were leading to this moment, this calling of being able to use my art and my sewing to help people.